And we're running. Good morning, this is Rupert Ellis, and today I'm not talking to you from Tackleberries, Texas. Today I'm talking to you from the hill country of Texas, and this is kind of more of a personal message rather than a buy guns kind of charade like I normally do. So last week I threatened you with some English words of the day, or an English word of the day. So today's Monday, might as well kick it off with this. Jesus. So, couple for you today. One of them, accountability. All right, accountability, big word. Second word, responsibility. So, responsibility. The reason I'm mentioning those today is obviously the whole world's on fire at the moment because there's a fella called Mr. Trump who's actually trying to enforce on the world the same standards that the world enforces on America. You can probably hear from my accent that this is not an American voice. I'm an Englishman. I'm an Englishman living here in Texas. In fact, in a few weeks' time, my green card expires. And you know what? I'm within the time period to renew it, and I'm fairly relaxed and confident about it. I don't give a shit about the airport ban either, and you can say it doesn't apply to me because I'm a white man or because I'm an Englishman or whatever. Simple fact is I'm a foreign national living in America. But I'm doing it legally, you know. I applied for my green card legally, applied for it myself. Didn't really take an awful lot other than just some paperwork. There were people on hand to help me with that process on the phone and online, and without any legal advice or an immigration lawyer whatsoever, I managed to complete the paperwork, send a check in, and guess what? Here I am as a federal licensee and very happily living a life in America. And you know what? When I came here, I tried very hard to fit in, because that's what you have to do when you move to a foreign country. If you want your foreign country to be a little duplicate of England, my advice to my English friends would be, stay in England, okay? So, if you want to come from a third world shithole and you want to come to America and turn America into a third world shithole, my advice would be, stay where you are, because this isn't the place for you. It really, really isn't. So there's going to be a wall. There's going to be a wall. I'll tell you what, try and get into England without a passport. Just try it, okay? Even if you're a foreign national, try it. All right, try it as me. I arrived in Holland unexpectedly with a firearm because a plane that I was on, flying back from Swedish Lapland, had engine failure and was about to crash. Emergency landing. I arrive in Holland with a gun. First thing they do is arrest me, and they're about to deport me and seize my weapon. All right, that's what happens when you arrive somewhere without the proper paperwork. Doesn't matter if you've got a brown face, a green face, a yellow face, or a white face. No papers, no entry. And that's how it is in the real world. So yeah, I'm aware that there's immigration issues, and I'm aware that there are foreign nationals seeking refuge, and I'm aware that an awful lot of those tend to come from countries where the Prophet Muhammad is worshipped. And if you're a child of Islam, you know, I'm sure coming to America and changing it might be a great idea, or coming here and fitting in may well be also part of your plan. But you know what? This isn't the only place you can go. It really isn't. There's a whole Muslim countryed world out there, you know, full of countries that have embraced the prophecies of Muhammad, and they're all Islamic states. Do you want me to name them for you? If you can't, you know, if you have a little look on the map, have a look at Pakistan. In fact, most places ending in Stan are going to be Muslim. So Pakistan. Look, Bangladesh. How about that? Somalia. That's another one of yours as well. All the really nice places. There's a load of places nice and warm in the Middle East. You can go there as well. Loads and loads of places out in the Middle East. Don't need to come here and upset people. You know, there's options. And if you're already here, my best advice would be, considering I'm an immigrant myself, my best advice would be, fit in or fuck off. Right, that's it. That's how I feel about people coming to the UK. You want to come and live in England, then embrace the English way of life. If you want to come to England and turn it into Germany, you want to come to England and turn it into Scotland, you want to come into England and turn it into Texas, guess what? We really don't welcome that, okay? Because it's England, first and foremost, and my country's culture has been diluted enough. Have a little look at what's happening in Germany. Big country, Germany, big affluent country. I think there's over 80 million people live in Germany. It's a few more now. Over 1 million people, these refugees have been allowed in. Have a little look, just see what they've contributed to Germany. Apart from fuck all. You know, when 9 out of 10 of these immigrants turn up and they're of fighting age, and they turn up even with the kids are all ill, the women are ill, they're coming over, they don't speak any kind of language that's worthwhile, they've got no work ethic, the women refuse to work because it's against their religion, the men don't want to work because guess what, Germany will pay for them. Why would you possibly want to work? I'm sorry, that's just not how the world works, and you know, we're sick of kind of bending over and taking it. And I think looking objectively at America and what America's done over the last 30 years, America's bankrupted itself. It really has. Have a look at the balance of trade. Have a look at see what America owes on the world stage. I think America's done enough in terms of sending its brave young men and women overseas to fight in foreign wars that are none of their business. Spent a lot of money doing that, a lot of money and a lot of blood spilt. Let somebody else take up that burden now. Let America heal itself.